morning, everyone. My name is Paul Purdue, and yours is not. If you're laughing at that, you're old and you watched Saturday Night Live a long time ago. I am a nerd, and you are not. If you're laughing at that, I can't tell you why. But you are here for our look at this, Patty. Tabs-free virtual user group meeting? No. It's learn how to get scanned documents into the right place in Worldox, featuring Paul Purdue, Robin Houston, and Patty Alt. Welcome. We will begin shortly. Okay, so with my major foofa out of the way, we can now continue and talk about the fact that we are here to talk about how to get scanned documents into Worldox without having to scan them. And so you're thinking, well, how the heck do you do that? Well, I have Robin Houston on the phone. Hi, Robin. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am living the dream, as you well know. I'm always living the dream. And so Robin is from a company that is called Trumpet, and that is the maker of many products, but two that we work with. One is Symphony OCR, which we did talk about last month in our Coffee Pot webinar series. And so we have brought Robin back this month to talk about Symphony Profiler. And so if you've ever heard of Symphony Suite is the two programs. And as you know, because you undoubtedly have watched the webinar or attended the webinar last month, Symphony OCR is something that automatically OCRs documents. So this other product, which Robin's going to tell us about, helps you to get those documents into the system in the first place, but kind of turns the tables on who has to do the scanning. More on that in a minute. First, a little bit of housekeeping. This is our go-to webinar control panel. This little button here that looks like an arrow pointing to the right, once clicked, will cause this entire control panel to fly off the right-hand side of your screen and disappear. And when that happens, these buttons will be the only thing remaining on your screen. They will be over here out of the way. And this button that had originally looked like it was pointing to the right now looks like it's pointing to the left. This sounds kind of political. When it's pointing to the left, that's what you press to bring this back onto your screen. Why would you want to bring this back on your screen when Paul just showed you how to get it out of the way so you can see all the exciting stuff that's going on behind it? Because you have a question. And it's exciting if you have a question today. It's very exciting. You'll find out why in just a second. Because what will happen when you type your question here and you remember to hit send is Patty, that's right, Patty, not Leanne, Patty, our humble moderator, will recognize that you have a question. She will interrupt Robin or myself at just the right time. Remember, Patty, just the right time. And then she will ask your question for you. Robin and I will answer it. If it's me, I might start babbling. If it's Robin, perhaps she starts to answer a question slightly different than what you asked. Or maybe you have follow-up questions. If either of those three things happen, all you have to do is type your follow-up questions or whatever it is that you need to type to keep us on track or to make us answer the correct question. Remember to keep hitting send, and Patty will keep interrupting us at just the right time to ask those follow-up questions. Now, if you're feeling particularly bold, you can press this button. It looks like a hand with an arrow pointing upwards because that means raise your hand. And if you do press that button, Patty will do the same thing. She'll recognize you have a question. She will interrupt Robin or myself at just the right time. But then what she'll do is unmute your microphone. And when she unmutes your microphone, she will open up a channel of communication between us and you can ask your own question. That channel will remain open until we are done answering your question. So if we're on the wrong track, if we're whatever, you just interrupt us because you're dealing with an open mic. Now, Patty's over here with a very puzzled look on her face, staring at her computer screen. Patty, would you like to talk to us?
I feel kind of ridiculous here, Paul, but I have a couple people with questions, and I can't find my questions.
Okay. See, this is Patty's first day, so everybody be nice. And if you have a question, you simply click on the, wow, it's not working. That's funny. So what you do is you take the questions. What did you do? Did you close it, Patty? Oh, my gosh.
I closed it, Paul.
She closed it. So now we can take this questions and move it out as a separate thing. Patty's got questions. Now, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Robin, and while Patty analyzes the questions she has and formulates the things she wants to ask, and she's going to let me know when she can interrupt us. Robin, you're in Phoenix.
Yes, sir, I am. Yes, we still are warm.
Ask me what the temperature was when I went for my walk this morning here in Dundee, Michigan.
I don't think I want to know. What was your
32
temperature?
degrees.
Oh, my gosh.
32 degrees, yes. It's very exciting for us. So I'm asking Robin if it's warm because I will be seeing Robin in Phoenix next week when Worldox has their annual user conference in the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday, and the reseller conference, which is what we are, Thursday and Friday, and Robin's going to be there. Now, if anybody wants to sign up last minute to go to that user conference for Worldox users, I'm sure that Hella or somebody else at Worldox would be happy to take care of that. So you just let me know if you, as a listener to this live broadcast, because if you're listening to a recording, then it's already over. If you want to go to that, let me know, and I'll get you in touch with the right person to give you pricing information and that sort of thing. Oh, it says you and I echo, not Robin. Mute your phone. Bear with us while we teach Patty the ropes live here on the monthly Coffee Pot webinar series with Attorney Computer Systems. Now, Robin, tell us more about yourself. Tell us about Trumpet. Tell us all these good things, and I'm going to switch over to you as the presenter. So entertain us in the meantime.
Perfect. All right, so tell me, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Well.
Oh, you've got graphics? Do you have is there a picture of yourself?
There is.
Okay. You're the presenter. Yes. Okay, here we go. Show your screen now. It should be asking you.
It does. Just like magic.
It is. It's wonderful, isn't it? There's Robin. So tell us about yourself, Robin.
Perfect. So a little bit about myself. So again, as Paul said, I work for a company called Trumpet, and my particular role within the organization is I work with our channel partners like Paul. In addition, I manage all of our marketing efforts at Trumpet. A little bit about me personally is I love traveling. If I could win the lottery, I would just travel. And that's the biggest thing. I'm super excited. NFL season's going on right now, so that entertains my Sundays and a couple of my weeknights. So a little bit about Trumpet. Trumpet, we've been around since 1999, and we develop primarily tools for document management. So add-on products such as Symphony Profiler that we're going to talk about, Symphony OCR that we talked about last month. We're a privately owned company, and as Paul said, we're headquartered in Phoenix. We work with clients worldwide. We've got clients here in the U.S., Canada, Australia, Europe, and we even just signed a few in Asia. And I put up here our purpose. Our purpose is we help people enjoy the way they work. And really what that means to us and what it means to me is that we remove the obstacles that slow you down in your daily work, things that become tedious, that are time-consuming. Symphony Profiler is going to be a really great example of a product that simplifies your scanning process and makes it much more efficient.
Awesome. Yeah, I was thinking that as you said that. That's exactly what Profiler does. It takes the tedium of the scanning and gets it to the people that should be dealing with that tedium, and yet gets those documents in the right place. And tell us more about that. How does
Perfect.
It do that?
So let's talk about, so I've got a couple of slides here that talks about how you're probably scanning today. So today you're probably taking your document, you're scanning one at a time, and it's either going to your email or it's going to maybe a personal folder that you have. And then you're going to be responsible for going to that folder and then filing it to Worldox. The other option is that you're, again, scanning that document, and it's going to a network folder that you're having to look for. So it's always, you know, you're doing one at a time. You're not being efficient about that. We use an analogy on this for the Nabisco bakery when they're making Oreos. You're not icing each Oreo one at a time. You're icing a whole batch of them to make that process much, much more efficient. So let's talk about what Symphony Profiler is and how it takes your scanning process that you're doing today and basically flips it around and makes it much more efficient. So Symphony Profiler, overall, what it's going to do is it's going to, again, scan and you're going to be able to scan and file documents even faster into Worldox. You're going to make reservations for each document within Worldox. So we're going to walk through all of this. We're going to go through this PowerPoint, and then I'm actually going to show you a live demo of how it works. So we're going to make a reservation within Worldox first. And then you're going to place a stack of documents. So everybody, or all the documents that you've already made a reservation for, you're going to put all of those into your scanner. So you could have 5 documents, you could have 20 documents. You're going to put those in your scanner, and then you're going to go about your day because now you know those documents are automatically going to be filed within Worldox.
But who scans them?
Well, we could have anybody scan the documents. So the way we look at it, so let's look at this. So we consider the knowledge worker. So this is the person who knows where that particular document needs to live within Worldox. We have that person make the reservation. So you'll see over here on the right, and your profile card may look just a little bit different, but you get the idea here. This knowledge worker is going to tell the document, or is going to tell basically Symphony Profiler where this document needs to live within Worldox once it gets scanned. You're going to complete this just like you complete it today. You're going to get a second screen that's going to pop up, and it's going to ask you for a reservation code. I'm going to show you, but you have pre-printed sheets that is going to be associated with each document that you're going to scan. That unique 5-digit code is what's going to tell the software where the document needs to live within Worldox. So you're going to continue to do this process for however many documents you need to scan. You're then going to put that barcoded cover sheet on top of your document that you just made a reservation for, or you just made a profile for. Now and then you're going to stack all of those documents. So again, you may have 5, you may have 20 documents. And you can do these throughout the day, and you're just going to put them over to the side, stack them all together, and you're going to have one giant stack that you're going to go scan. Okay, now it's time to scan. So Paul, who's now going to scan? You can see it's somebody different can scan. So it may be an office manager, it may be an intern, it may be just one person in the office that walks around and collects all of the documents that everybody's profiled for the day, puts them in the bin, puts them in the scan bin, and all of the documents get scanned.
But they don't have to know anything about the documents.
Exactly.
All they
literally.
know is the stack.
Yep, exactly. All they're doing is they are simply putting the documents in the scanner and just letting the software do its business at that point.
That's awesome.
So you're going to see that when the documents are scanned, they're going to go into the Symphony Profiler input folder. Once they are put into the input folder, then you're going to see Symphony is going to then separate them out and put them into the corresponding Worldox folder of where that knowledge worker told those documents they needed to live. The other piece that Symphony does is it's going to strip off that cover sheet. So it's only going to save the actual document, is not going to save that cover sheet as well.
Very cool.
That's it.
So you can go through the mail.
Mm-hmm.
You can identify what you need to do. You can calendar the things that may be necessary because of the mail. You can call Bob, your attorney, and say, hey, we got this whatever, and I'm going to put it in Worldox. You can do whatever you want with the mail right away when it comes. You don't have to send it off to be scanned, wait a day, wait 2 hours, whatever it is, come back and then profile it. You're done at that
Absolutely.
point.
Absolutely.
So the mail comes in at 11, you get it at 12. By 1 o'clock, it's all in Worldox. It may not quite be there yet, but it's all ready to go, and you can go on with your day.
Yep. So let's actually look at how do you actually use this in Worldox. So I'm going to escape out of here. I'm going to take you into, and again, our setup may look just a little bit different, but you're going to notice up here in your navigation bar, you're going to see Create Reservation. You're also going to see Symphony Imaging. When you go to Symphony Imaging and you click on that, it's going to say Create Cover. So I talked about the cover sheets, the barcoded cover sheets. You're going to click on that, and you're going to print, or you're going to say you need 5 cover sheets, or you need however many cover sheets. This is what the cover sheets look like. Here's that 5-digit code that I was talking about, and then here's the barcode. So this is what essentially Symphony Profiler, the software, is going to pick up, and it's going to know this 5-digit barcode where the document needs to live. You're going to print these off. These are reusable cover sheets. So as soon as a document has scanned, this now becomes a cover sheet that you can use again over and over and over again. So long as the document's been scanned with this cover sheet, you can reuse it. It is also built into Symphony Profiler that if this cover sheet has not been scanned and it's already been associated with another document, you will get an error message, and it will say this cover sheet is already in use. So there's not a fear of trying to double use that cover sheet. So you have your cover sheets printed. You're going to go to Create Reservation, and it's going to pull up, again, your reservation form, exactly what you're used to filling out today anytime you're saving a document into Worldox.
So as far as the user is concerned, that's exactly what they're doing. They're saving a document.
It's exactly what they're doing. It doesn't. And as I was saying earlier, Symphony Profiler really flips around that scanning process. So today you're scanning, finding that document, again, either in your email or in a community folder, scan folder, and then you're saving it into Worldox one by one. In this situation, you're profiling the document within Worldox first, and then we're going to go to the scanner. So you're going to complete this, you're going to say OK, and it's going to pull up this cover sheet, or this, I'm sorry, the reservation, where you're going to enter that 5-digit code. And then you're going to be able to say, oh, that's the only one that I need to profile right now, or maybe I have another document, or I have another document that's going to file in the exact same cabinet, the exact same location. Maybe I just need to change the name, and it's going to pre-populate the card. It's going to come back and do everything the same, and then you're just going to change the document name and press OK. And now you have 2 reservations set up. So it's very quick to go through and profile your documents. Now I'm going to take that stack of documents. I'm going to walk to the scanner. I'm going to put those in the scanner. Everything's going to scan, and then it's automatically going to be filed within Worldox. And then, as we talked about...
Are you going to do that right now? We'll hold. You can go do that.
Perfect. Hold, please. I will go to the scanner right now.
You'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay.
Exactly.
Robin?
Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question. James would like to know does this work in conjunction with Symphony OCR?
Thank you very much, James. I appreciate that question. As a matter of fact, it
your
does.
Other products for you.
I think so. So that's the perfect thing, is as soon as the document is scanned and saved within Worldox, now Symphony Profiler is going to come behind and realize that something new has been saved, and it's going to OCR the document. So yes, the 2 products are designed to work hand in hand.
Awesome. Okay. So that's pretty much it. It's done.
That's it, yes. Yep. The documents are then saved within Worldox. Yep.
So in essence, what you're doing, as you say, you're flipping things around. I mean, granted, firms may or may not already have somebody that's paid more and shouldn't be standing at the scanner.
True.
They may have somebody else already doing it, but then
True.
you have to wait for that to happen. I have a firm right now with 90 people, 45 attorneys, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're waiting for the mailroom to scan the mail and put it somewhere where the assistants can then come and break it up for them or put it where it belongs, whereas this gets it into that assistant's hands much, much quicker. And I know that one of the things that this particular firm talks about at their staff meetings, at least the ones that I attend, is can we get the mail sooner? Can we get the mail sooner? Can we get the mail sooner? Because now what they've done is they've taken something where the mail used to hit their desks at noon, and now they might not get it till the next day because of that backlog. And so you as Trumpet and this product, Symphony Profiler, are flipping that back around and saying, yeah, you get the mail right away on your desk. You put it away exactly where you want, and that's why that knowledge worker has to be involved. But then it goes to the copy room, and I think that's huge. It's a couple hours difference in time, but it's a huge difference when it comes to being able to respond to what's come in the mail.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Robin, we do have another question. Can you tell us the cost of Symphony Profiler?
Yes. So the cost is so we like to sell the products together, so Symphony Profiler and Symphony OCR, because again, those are going to now make your documents, make sure that they're text searchable. So when you purchase both of those products, the cost is $90 per user per year, and so that's based off of Worldox users. If you only chose to purchase Symphony Profiler by itself, it has an annual cost of $60 per user.
So you kind of get the OCR at a reduced cost by adding it on.
Absolutely.
I'd like to. That's awesome. Okay, any more questions, Patty? Have we exhausted the question pool?
We have exhausted all questions.
That's exciting. Okay, I'm going to take control back. Are you done with your slides, Robin? Have you explained everything? There's not some secret extra thing we have to do that takes 4 hours or anything.
Nope, there's not. Remember, it's all about helping people enjoy the way they work and eliminating those tedious tasks.
Well, that's awesome. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm just going to very quickly take us over to our website, which I already have up because I was late to the game this morning. So there we go. I'm going to show you again how to get to our website, which is attorneycomputersystems.com, because if you want to show this webinar to somebody else in your office, it's going to be on this website in a week or so after it gets done in post-production, where they'll edit out my little snafu at the beginning, and they'll make it look like like we're all perfect people that we really believe we are. And so if you go to attorneycomputersystems.com, and you'll notice how I kind of hiss at the end. That's not because I think that I am a snake. It's because I want you to know that there's an S at the end of the word systems, and as long as you remember to put that in, you will end up at attorneycomputersystems.com, where you can click on videos or simply hover over the word videos and see all the video topics that we have, including our Coffee Pot webinar series, which is where you are right now. And what you will see is the registration information for the next webinar. This one will change momentarily. And then as you scroll down, you'll see recorded versions of all the other Coffee Pot webinars we've ever done. Now, in the registration information for the next, we have 2 links along with the description. So if you're interested in whatever that topic is, you can register from right here. And then, of course, you can go look at all the other exciting video content that we have, including what we mentioned being our last month topic, which was Symphony OCR, the other side of this. Now, we do have a bunch of video content. So we have our 4 live events, our 3 virtual user group meetings, tabs 3, Practice Master, and Worldox virtual user group meetings. We have our Coffee Pot webinars, which is where you are right now. And then we have our 2 pre-recorded series, Mary Jo's eBites videos, which are short little 2 or 3 minute videos. One's recorded each month on tabs, one's recorded each month on Practice Master, and one's recorded each month on Worldox. And then we have our longer format Paul and Mary Jo show. I remember years ago when we came up with this, my teenage son looks at me and says, "Really, Dad? The Paul and Mary Jo show?" Why, of course, the Paul and Mary Jo show, where Paul and Mary Jo, that's me and Mary Jo, take a topic of much broader scope and really dig deep into all the intricacies of that process, that procedure, that new thing we've discovered, whatever it may happen to be. So you can browse through all this stuff. You can search it using the search button and the search bar, but be aware it's out there for you to use 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, or occasionally 366 days a year. So take advantage of it, please. It's a wealth of information. And that's it. Robin, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.
And everybody have a good rest of the day, and we will see you next month.
Perfect.